What's going on, brother?
Hey, Coach Arturo, what's up? What's going on, man?
Working yourself. How's how you been, man? I don't think I've met you before.
Yeah, we haven't formally met, dude. But I watch you all the time. But good. My name's Vaughn. It's nice to finally meet you.
Definitely, likewise, man.
Yeah,
How
I don't know how interactive I'll be today, only because I'm at work. Um,
works, man?
so yeah, but I just wanted to, get in here and listen in. But yeah, I'm still new. Only been going at this like 2 or 3 months since I've joined with you guys, but I've studied this for some time now.
Okay,
And yeah, I've gotten a few properties under contract. Haven't dispoed any of them. Still trying to work on getting my first one.
okay,
I've got one in the works right now, but I've only had a couple people hit me up from the Facebook ad. It's a cash deal.
okay. So your main issue right now is getting those deals sold.
Yeah.
Okay. What city are you in, or what county are you in?
Let's see. This deal is in Iowa, in I think it's Decatur County.
Okay. You're not local to that area.
No, I live in San Diego. My whole strategy here has just been hitting virtual markets that are, somewhat friendlier, and I'm going for something less competitive, only because I hear my market's really competitive. But actually, believe it or not, recently I just got some prop stream leads that I'm gonna hit up for like ugly houses in my area, but that's about it as far as my area goes. I haven't hit up any FSBOs in my area. That's been my main strategy, is just FSBOs off of Zillow.
Okay. Perfect. Again, what I would do if I can, like, you already have the property in the contract. I don't know if you've done it. You put Section 8 and you put the city. Like, let's say Section 8, Houston, Texas, and usually that'll give you the list of all the landlords that have Section 8 properties.
Okay.
Like some of that information, it's online, or something you got to call. Remember, like, these are rental landlords. So if the deal works, it makes sense. Again, those landlords are looking to probably buy more properties. So that's a list of verified people that have properties that might be interested in your house.
Yeah.
That's a hack that you can do. Just basically go to put Section 8 and then put your city, or wherever that property is at. And probably is going to ask you for the county. And then just call those landlords. Hey, you know what? I'm not asking for a rental, but I am trying to unload this property that I have near yours. Are you interested maybe in
Okay.
another one, or are you saturated right now? Um, that's a hack that you can do. PropStream, again, PropStream gives you a lot of info as well.
Okay. And this is like a cool.
Sorry, you broke up. What was that?
So that's just off Google, or the
Yeah,
Section 8 thing.
yeah. Just go on Google,
Okay.
type Section 8 and then the city and the county, and it should give. Again, some counties have it online. Some counties you have to call, and just call, like, you know what? Hey, I'm trying to get a rental there. You have a list of the rentals that Section 8 landlords have. Like, you're calling on behalf of yourself to try to get a rental to live in, and they should give you that
Yeah.
information. And then just a matter of calling. One of the best ways that I call, again, my boss is asking me to call you. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, my boss give me this list of. It seems like you do have Section 8 properties, right? Yeah. Well, actually, he's trying to see if you're interested in acquiring another one. And like that, if they cuss at you or whatever for calling them out of the blue, he's like, hey, I apologize, my brother. It's, again, I'm just doing my job. I'm just the guy on the phone getting paid $10 the hour to make these calls. So you
Right.
no need to get upset at me. That's the way that I was able to overcome nervousness, overcome questions that I didn't know. I just blamed it on the boss.
Yeah.
That's the way I had my guy right now cold call as well. Blame it on the boss. Hey, my boss told me to call you. Well, who's your boss? Well, his name is Mike. Uh, how do you get my number? Again, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just got hired at Craigslist. I'm going on my second week. And again, all I do is just call people that have interest. I patch them over to him. If you have interest in selling your property, again, let me know. I'll patch you with him. And if you don't, then I apologize for calling you. But again, I'm just a guy that the 9 to 5 guy that gets paid $9 the hour to make these calls to people that I get sometimes they get upset at me.
Okay.
But you see that alleviates the because when you're the boss, there's more responsibilities. You have to answer all those questions. Why are you calling me? How'd you get my info? Who told you the house was for sale, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're calling as an employee, those questions you can answer them, but put them on the boss. Again, I don't know why he told me to call you. Again, I have a phone and I have a list of numbers and addresses. That's basically what I'm doing for 9 to 5.
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. I guess I'm just scared about like what if, because obviously they're going to see my name on the contract at some point because I'm not using a business name or anything like that.
When that comes to it, you know what? Yeah, they say, well, yeah, I'm interested. Whatever you get the information. When you call him back, yeah, my boss told me to call you again. He's tied up again. I think he's going to Washington State for a couple of weeks, but he made me allow me to do all these things instead of him calling you. Remember, your boss told you to call.
Yeah.
And if they say, well, perfect, it works. Let's get on the contract. Perfect. Let me see you the contract. Usually, these people are not gonna question you. And if they say,
Okay.
well, your name is Vaughn, and you said you were an employee, now your name's in the contract. Yeah, well, actually, I was able to, since I have gotten multiple deals with this new employer that I have, he made me a partner on this deal. So I can get,
Yeah.
so I can make a little more money this property since I was doing such a great job.
Okay.
You see, you have answers for everything. You're quick. You're quick on it, and that's a part of the guts to be able to think fast on your feet and not get nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? You said your boss is gonna call you back. Hey, my boss. Hey, when was the last time your boss told you to do something and you did it? Perfect. Hey, all the time. When I used to be an employee, my boss told me to call you back. Yeah, he didn't want to call. He didn't want to talk to you because he's out of state. But he told me to ask you this.
Yeah. All right.
So that's the way that I would do it, and that kind of it helped me overcome any type of scenario. I put it on the boss, and if for some reason, well, how come your boss didn't call me? Again, boss man. Again, you're probably employed. Well, again, he did want to be respectful and tell me exactly what he wanted to ask you via me. Again, he said, you know what, hey, Vaughn, if you get this deal under contract and everything, I'm gonna make you a partner. So again, I'm gonna jump on that. Again, I have a family to feed, and nowadays $10 the hour doesn't go that far
Right.
like before. So if I get a chance to call you back and get you to get the property and the contract, I'm willing to do it.
Okay.
Arturo.
What's going on, brother? What's going on,
Ain't
Eric?
nothing much, nothing much. How you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing working.
Yes, sir. Question I want to ask you. Do you do code violations, don't you? How do you get your list on your code violation?
It depends on the areas. I go straight to the county. My county
Okay.
records city code violations online.
Okay.
All you can do in your county, just search county records, and then your county, let's say county records, Harris County, and it should give you what's called like a website where they record everything. Now, some
Okay.
counties are free, some counties you have to register, but they're still free, and some counties you have to register, but they're not free. So
Gotcha.
it all depends on what county is. And then what
Hmm.
I do, like I told my guys, like, and I sit there probably once a week just to see, first of all, to learn how the system works as far as how they record stuff, but
Yeah.
also to see what documents are getting recorded. Again,
Okay.
the main documents you'll see there will be deeds of trust, warranty deeds, etc. But then you start noticing other things like power of attorneys, affidavit of heirships, wills, probates, anything that has to be recorded publicly to transact on a property. It has to be recorded there, and it has to be made available to all the citizens of the county.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So if you go there again, if you just do for a week, just search for your 1 week in your area. Once you know how to navigate the website, it'll show you what gets recorded, and you'll see if you sort by date by document type, it'll sort all the deed of trust and then the warranty deeds, and then you start noticing something else like the co-violations, or maybe they might call it something else, lien notices. It's a matter of just clicking it and reading the document, And then just, you know what,
Okay.
next time you search for those lien documents. Like
Yeah.
my area, they're recording I think they're recording every 2 months, they record lien notices. And
Okay.
it varies by city.
Yeah.
Like some cities record them here, some city, because sometimes the reason why I notice, because sometimes on a certain date of the month, I get like 60 code violations from
Yeah.
that city. And
Yeah.
then I don't get them no more for 2 months. So I notice
Gotcha.
their cycle is every two
Hmm.
months on this date or this week.
Yeah.
Uh, so, and then you learn, again, like I told everybody, you have to be able to learn your county like the back of your hand. Wherever
Yeah.
you're at, trying to make business, you have to be able to navigate that area like it's the back of your hand, learning the ins and outs, etc.
Cause see, I sent some emails to the county, and trying to get that list, telling them that I know that I have the right to receive that list and so forth, and they're continuously telling me that that list doesn't exist.
Okay. Now remember, some the lien violations might not be at county level as far as city level, but
Yeah.
it has to be at county level. It has to be recorded somewhere. But again, it all depends on the city and how they have it. Now, remember, if they say it doesn't exist, then you got to be able to see to either call them on their bluff, or
Okay.
maybe
Hold
it
on a
doesn't really
second, Jennifer.
exist. You can definitely ask for what's it called, the water shut-offs list. That's definitely on the city level, because the city has to basically order the people to go shut up the water in that area. So the water shut-off list is definitely city level. It's not, those documents are not recorded in county; they are recorded at city, so they have
Hey.
that list. The
Hey.
same thing with city taxes. City taxes are at city level. County taxes, of course, they might be at city, but there have to be at county level. So
Okay.
just a matter of knowing which area, what type of list you're looking for. And if it's not at city level, it might be at county level. It's just a matter of just asking, getting somebody on the phone. Maybe the email might not be the best way, getting somebody on the phone, or literally showing up to the office, showing up to their office and asking them this information.
Sorry about that, Jennifer. No worries. Okay. Yeah. That property that you sent
What's up,
over, the
guys?
email you sent over. Uh,
How you guys been?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's on,
Hey,
Mag?
hey, quick question. Where do you get divorce list? Since we're talking about lists.
Divorce list again. I think there's probably a service provider online that you can do it. I don't have it on top of my head. Mine,
No.
I do it online. I do it on a county level. My stuff shows up at county level.
Oh, it does show up. Yeah,
Yeah,
here in New
it,
Jersey, it doesn't show up at
it
county
shows
level.
up as divorce decrees. Uh,
Okay. Do you
there's
get those?
Yeah, they're not that, for me. They're not that hot of leads, but again, I still get them. Again, shoot them in the dark. Sometimes you get a deal, but sometimes they're not that the hottest leads. There's others where there's the divorce decree that gets recorded. When usually the divorce decree gets recorded when they're gonna do something with the property, either they're gonna divest it or etc. But there's also divorce petitions when they're first starting the divorce petition, and that's
Mm,
in another county website, as far as civil matters, where you can record this. And then
yeah.
and that one you get it way sooner than after, because sometimes I see divorce decrees they get recorded today that got awarded probably like 6 years ago. You know what I mean? They
Right.
only get recorded when they're gonna do something with the property, or they had to fight something for custody or something. That's when they get recorded at county level.
Gotcha. And I think I have a question here. I was driving for Dallas the other day, and kind of looking at the properties, and I saw the a recent, like an ugly house was sold there, and like 2 months. How can I find this history of the house, who had it before, or try to find out if the deal, who had the deal before, if he was a wholesaler? How can we find this history?
It's all gonna be in county records as far as the transfers of title. It's
Mm,
always gonna be there. Sometimes these transactions, maybe it's just something that they did it outside of title. It's just a document they have at their house. Like when you buy stock, again, you don't record that at the county at anywhere. You just have the stock dividend sheet or whatever you call it,
Mm.
uh, and you're the owner of that stock. So sometimes, again, sometimes these transactions don't happen on county level. They just happen with an attorney, and they don't get recorded. So if you want to know the history of a document as far as of a property, the best thing that I can do is see what's recorded on county, see if there's any transfers on county, and then just call the person. You said there's a drive for dollar properties that are abandoned or vacant.
Yeah, and I recently saw them. And they were just, and when I go to PropStream, I see that they were just sold like early, like 2 months, for 2 months, right? The ownership. And I
Okay.
was like, and I was wondering, I'm like, who has this property? You know what I mean? Like, who just bought it and who had it before? Like, was a wholesaler? Was it from the homeowner? Like, just to kind of take the temperature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where you have to, because if it shows, if PropStream is telling you that it was changed, that there was a change in ownership, then PropStream is getting that information from the county level.
Yeah.
So you got to go to the county level to show you who was the previous owner.
And where in the county would be like
Search by the name of the legal description of the property. You search by the owner of the property right now. You can search by the name of the previous owner. There's multiple ways that you search. I search by the name of the current owner. I search by the name of the previous owner. I search by the legal description. And this is where, like I tell you guys, learning how your county level works as far as your county website, you can search for different ways. Like, I want to know the history about of this person. Is he a buyer, or he was just a one-time sell? And I want to know the history on this legal description. What's been
yeah,
recorded against, and what's the transfer that's happened. So there's multiple ways, but you got to be able to know how to navigate the website.
right. And obviously, I don't think we would see wholesalers, right? Because if you think about it, it was gonna be an assignment fee. Can we see
Yeah,
that or no?
nah, nah. You
No.
won't. If it's already transferred, remember, title. What's it called? HUDs are not recorded at county. Only deed to trust or
Yeah.
transfer the title. Everything else is
Right.
private. Like, sometimes they don't even show you how much it was purchased for.
Mm.
But the best thing you can do is call that person that has it. It's like, hey, I noticed you just bought this property again. My boss is trying to buy it from you if you're interested in selling it.
Mm-hmm.
And then see, like you said, you check the temperature that way. Because I noticed, like, he noticed that you bought it before him. He was interested in buying this property, but you bought it first. But he's driven by it, and he says it's still at the same condition. Are you interested in maybe selling it to him for a little bit of profit on your side?
Gotcha.
Again, that's the different way of. And then if he says no, perfect. Well, are you interested in maybe buying others if my boss buys too many properties that he can't flip them all? Again, you're getting a buyer from that side.
Right. Right. No, makes sense.
But yeah, man, how have you been doing the cold calls, or did you do it for the weekend?
I didn't do it for that weekend. I'm planning to do it this weekend now, bro. It's gonna be this weekend. I
Come on,
know.
man.
No,
Again,
you caught me off guard. I had already plans, but I complete my promises. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
well, we'll see. We'll see. But
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
man. Again,
I'm gonna do
get
it
those
tomorrow.
calls done. Get those calls done, and again, get your dime for dollars done. Get your what's it called your what's it called your door hangers done, and again, it's just a matter of hitting it from different angles. I don't know. You still have stickers. Again, make sure you sticker up the whole week, the whole county again. I still have stickers in my truck where I literally, when I stop, I put a sticker. It's just a habit. It's like waking up and brushing your teeth. I just do it, like, without even thinking. I'm doing it.
Right, right. No, yeah, totally. I'll jump on it tomorrow, man. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and put a cup of coffee here and just cold call.
So yeah, I can just remember again. It's a simple business, but it's not easy. It's simple to doing the steps. Again, how hard is it to make calls? It's not hard. How hard is it to drive and knock on doors? It's not hard. How hard is it to put bandit signs? It's not hard. But you gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
you,
another question here. I know. Remember the guerrilla marketing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any problems in where they block you from posting into the groups page?
Yeah.
There's okay. So you just waited for a little bit and then
I,
they
again, in my area, there's so many groups that I went literally. My VA shows, hey, I can't go into this group. That means I'm blocked.
yeah.
I just wait, and maybe in about 6 months I can go baca into it. But
Yeah, that
the point is that you gotta be keeping adding yourself to new groups. As they knock you out from some, you have more available.
yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to see if you had any issues like that because sometimes they're like, oh, this post the post cannot be shared. You're temporarily restricted from joining posting groups until and then they put a date and
Yeah.
stuff.
So that's basically they block you, or they
Mhm.
remember, make sure you're under 11 posts. I think 11 posts a day. Um, and keep it under 11 posts a day, and then you'll be good as far as to make sure that you don't get what's called, that your account doesn't get flagged as a spammer, because there's
Mm.
a difference between hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
So yeah, there's a difference between getting blocked from a group, and there's a difference between getting blocked from the whole Facebook platform.
Hmm. Okay. Perfect.
Can
Perfect,
you guys hear
brother.
me? Make sure you guys hear me.
I hear you.
I might be. Let me see.
You hear me?
I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had an issue with my internet.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
So yeah, remember, you got to make sure that you're not blocked from the actual, what's it called, the actual Facebook platform, as far as because you're posting too much.
Mm.
There's a
Yeah.
difference there. Um, so yeah, just keep it to where what's it called, 11 posts a day, and you don't go over that, and then you should be on the safe side.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks, brother.
Definitely. Let me hold on. I'm trying to. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So perfect. So yeah, what's up, guys? Any other questions? I'm just pumping some gas real quick.
How much is gas there?
I play. This truck requires premium, so it's like 390, I think.
Hmm. Everything is getting expensive.
Any other questions? How's everybody's business going? Anybody want to talk about a deal that they got this week, or any rebuttals that they have from an owner?
Hey Ace, I did what you told me to do, and I recorded a call. I don't know. You want me to like play it? So you could give me some critique. Tell me like what could I've done better.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and play it.
All right, hold on 1 second. What should I do? Just share screen or just play it?
Just play it, and just don't talk over it, so we can hear it.
All right, cool. I got it.
So just before the call, like, what type of call was it? Was it
It
a
was
call where you were calling
it was a it was a Fizbo. I got it off of Zillow. So yeah, it was off of Zillow. It said it was on Zillow for 119 days. Mm, Yeah, so on Zillow, it was on Zillow for like 119 days. So I called the guy up. That was pretty much it. A little bit of an aggressive call, but I'll let you hear. I'll let you hear it though.
go ahead and play it.
Yeah, I'm playing it now. Can you hear it?
No. Can you play it? Can you put it? Are you hearing on your like you're on your AirPods or you're on the computer?
Yeah,
Speaker?
on my computer. Maybe let me plug out. Let me check out my. Let me unplug it. Hi, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear it now? Yeah. Hi, good.
Yeah.
You hear it now?
Yeah, I heard it earlier. Yeah.
Okay, cool. About a property on 640 Charles Street, Parrot Amboy, New Jersey. Are you the owner of this property, sir? Yes, I am. Are you a buyer? Well, I work for a buyer. You for yourself? No, currently, sir. Okay, then I don't work with any agents or anybody. I'm looking to buy. I don't work with them. I'm not in the first time buyer.
Okay, pause it a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Talk to me.
Okay. So you called them again. Remember, people don't like to do business with big businesses. The reason why I'm telling you this, when you said, is this 13 Main Street 785 17 Texas? You see, wait, that sounds like you're a company.
All right.
So that's why, again, automatically he's gonna be hesitant. Like I would be hesitant. Somebody calls me, hey, is this Arturo? That sounds like a business.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So hey, Ace, how would I approach that differently if I don't see his name on Zillow? Like, what would I do in the future? Like, if I don't see their name on Zillow, I just see like the owner's number, but I can't find their name. What do I do then?
Okay, remember, you're calling people out of the blue.
Yeah.
So just tell them, hey, I got your number from Zillow. Is that your house? Just like that.
All right. Okay.
So, and then the question has to go like that. Hey, so yeah, is that your house? Like, yeah. He's like, that's my house. Perfect. So, what's the story with your property? What's going on? And he's gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, it looks like you're selling it, right? And they're like, okay, perfect. So it shows here that it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, correct? Again, you're just verifying. Like there, we asked you, are you a buyer? He's like, yeah, well, I'm potentially looking into it. That's why I called you. Remember, you answered his energy as far as, are you a buyer, with the same energy? Of course. Why would I be calling you if I wasn't interested in your property?
That's true. So I should not have said no, right? I work for a buyer. I should not have said that. Like I was trying to go with the whole thing that you told me the last time. Just tell him, hey, look, sir, I work for a landlord investor landlord investor, and this is what he does. And I found a job off of Craigslist, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But okay.
This is different because these people are already raising their hand.
Okay.
So they're expecting people to call them for about their house. When you're doing a cold call, it's different. Why?
Okay.
Because when you're doing a cold call, again, the energy is going to be different from the seller side. They're like, why the fuck are you calling me? So you got to be able to rebuttal those questions by, hey, my boss just told me to call you. I apologize.
Okay.
So yeah, automatically on the beginning, he's like, yeah, I'm calling you on that property that you have on sale. Is it still available, or did you sell it, or am I too late? That's what Claude Diamond does. And he says, oh, it's still available. Perfect. Is it a 3-2, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,400 square feet, more or less? He's like, yes, perfect. And then you ask him more questions again. play the audio so I can hear it now how it goes.
All right, hold on one second.
What did he say there?
He was basically just giving me a ton of crap, man. He was just a ton of crap. He was just basically telling me he doesn't like working with real estate agents. He doesn't like working with slime ball investors. And I was just trying to get my point that I was trying to get across was that I'm not working for a slime ball investor. I work with an investor that helps put people into nice homes. And but he just kept cutting me off the whole time. So my thought about this was maybe I was like wasting my time with this because what Justin said the last time was like you got to fire them early. So this conversation went on for like 2 minutes, and I felt like maybe it was like too long.
Well, what? Yes and no. Remember, I don't know how many calls, how many repetitions as far as calls you've done.
Mm,
But remember, that's a perfect scenario to be able to practice
mhm.
your way of talking to people.
Okay.
So when you said, no, like I'm going with what you said. No, I work for an investor in this area that's looking to buy it. Well, I don't like to work with line ball investors. Again, us as well. Again, that's what I told my boss. But again, he is interested in your property. Are you interested in selling it?
Okay.
You
All right.
agreed, and then you again you did a shift. You pivoted. Yeah, again, us as well as ours as well. We don't like to work with lines ball, whatever sellers as well. But if you're interested in selling yours, again, is this conversation gonna continue?
Okay. Okay.
Again, that's what I would have. That's how I would have reacted. Well, I don't like to work with with asshole investors. Well, that's what my boss says. He doesn't like to work with asshole sellers either. But again, he's interested in your property. Can we talk?
Mm. So Ace, is it okay like if I'm on the phone with them? Because in my mind, I'm thinking like I got to keep it professional at all times. If you're saying matches energy, if he's saying like, hey, I don't like to work with slime ball people, I should be like, hey, well, we don't like to work with slime ball people too. You're not a slime ball person, are you? Is that what like that's
Yeah.
okay? Like matches energy.
Why? Why is that the best way to do it? It's called a pattern interrupt.
Oh shit. Okay.
When people call you an asshole, when you're trying to sell something, let's say you have a car to sell,
Mm-hmm.
and then he says, no, I don't know, I don't want your help, but sir, please, this car is awesome. That's the regular salesman trying to
Mm,
convince this person to be able to sell on this house. But when you switch it, oh, me neither. Again, we don't like to work with asshole sellers either. He's never heard that before.
mm.
That's a pattern interrupt. So guess what? He's gonna like, oh, this is different. Let me hear this guy out.
Okay, I got you.
But again, this is what part of the guts being able to what's it called, um, talk to people and be able to think on your feet. And when people are being assholes to you, we don't take that. You don't want Mr. X. Again, my boss. Again, you put on your boss. My boss says too. Yeah, he tells me, hey Henry, if you get an asshole seller, call him on it. Don't take shit from the seller. Like he's telling you, but he's hearing the conversation. The seller is like, oh shit, this is different. Are
Okay.
you calling me an asshole seller? No, I'm not calling you an asshole seller. That's just the conversation that me and my boss had. Because we get a lot of sellers that are, again, they put their houses up for sale, and then when we call them, they're like, well, don't, then why the hell did you put your house up for sale?
Okay, I got you. I got you. And hey, Ace, when you told me before, I'm sorry, you told me before, the moment he told me, are you interested in buying? I should not have said no. I should have said, yeah, I am interested in buying. That's why I'm calling you.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said. Okay, I got you. All right.
You're like, well, do I have the right number that I got from Zillow for my house for sale? Again, I don't know. I might have the wrong number. You're like, no, you had the right number. Then shut the fuck up. Don't ask me if I'm interested in buying. Why would I call you if I wasn't interested in buying? That's basically what you're telling me. Telling me.
All right. I got you. So for on this call, maybe I was a little bit like too of a pushover. I was too timid. I should have matched his energy right away. From the moment he said, I don't like working with slime ball investors, I should have been like, hey, well, I don't like working with slime ball sellers.
Yeah.
Hey, are you interested in buying? Yeah, that's why I'm calling you. Okay. All
You
right.
like when he asks, he tells you, "Are you interested in buying?" Well, wait a second. Did I get the wrong number? Right number? He's like, "What do you mean?" Like,
Mm,
yeah, I called this number from Zillow for from Zillow on a for sale by owner on property. So I'm getting, do I have the right number? You're literally making him look stupid by asking you that question.
all right, cool. I got you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
So you say you ended that call, right?
Yeah, I ended that call because it really wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't get my point across. I felt, while I was there, I was like maybe like I was taking too long. It was like a little like a minute and 36 seconds, a minute and 36 seconds. I was like, you know what, sir, maybe I called you at the wrong time. I'm sorry. Have a good day. And then I just ended the call right there. And that was it because, yeah.
Yeah. Again, I like to again if you're not remember practice makes perfect, right? But again, you gotta
Mhm.
practice again with real live callers that they're not people that are doing like what's it called role plays with an
Mm,
actual person. That's the best practice. If you already know
right.
this guy's gonna be an asshole, practice with him.
Mm,
Say things. Who cares? Like, and he's not gonna tell you anything if you call him an asshole or anything. Like, who cares? Dude? What's the worst case scenario? He's gonna hang you up on you. He's gonna sue you. What are you gonna sue me for, sir? Can you explain to me? Are you gonna pay $5,000 to serve me and then find out that I don't owe anything? That I owe my house, that I owe my car, that I have like 7,000 in credit card debt, that I have a bankruptcy in my history. He's like, oh shit, that's right. So shut the fuck up. Talk to me.
all right. All right.
So yeah, that's the way I would have handled that conversation. Remember, for sale by owners on Zillow, they're expecting people to call. So if they tell you, are you calling me to buy my house? Yes, stupid fuck. Of course. Why would I call you if I wasn't interested in? Now the cold call is different. They're not raising their hand for sale. So
Okay.
that's where I use my boss is telling you. And even on this one, you can tell your boss told you. Yeah, boss told me again. My boss he said that his wife got this number from Zillow. He was interested in selling, but he did tell me again, if don't take shit from this people for sale owners on Zillow. If they start talking crap to you, hey, tell them, hey, stop them. You see, you're telling him without telling him,
Right. Right.
and then if he comes down, if he says, well, I don't like to work with fucking investors. Well, you know what? My boss says he doesn't like to work with asshole sellers either. But again, he has a checkbook that has money behind it, but it sounds like you don't want to sell it to him. Is that correct? Yes. Well, perfect. You know what? Thank you for being so nice to me. Again, I wish you the best, Mr. Asshole Seller. Boom. Hang up on him. Remember me?
Right. All right.
But he's gonna report your number. Nobody does that shit. It's stupid. I'm not soliciting for nothing. I call you an asshole. You call me an asshole.
Mm,
Yeah,
Last time
it
that I
is.
go ahead.
Now, Mag here. Just I think we kind of talked about this last week, but how can I be nice at the same time? Have the guts to say things and not being an asshole. Like we talk about. Maybe that would help. Hearing a little bit too.
mm,
So how to be a again? Remember, Mr. X. Again. I don't want to be again, Mr. X. I don't know why you're talking to me like this. Again,
Hmm.
you got your number from Zillow because you say you're interested in selling your property. Now I'm not gonna let you talk to me like this. And my boss told me, you know what, Arturo, you're a nice person, but don't let people be an asshole to you. If you're calling somebody that is interested in selling their house because they put their information online and they're being an asshole to you, don't take it. And sir, personally, that's the best thing advice he's told me. I don't want to be an asshole to you, but I'm not gonna take you badgering me, calling me an asshole, and calling my boss an asshole or a slime ball without you don't even know my boss. Now, respectfully, Mr. X, are you interested in selling your property, or should we end this call already? You see,
Right.
you're not being a pushover. You're not being an asshole. You're being somebody that's a nice. You're telling him with nice words. Are we gonna do business or not? Because I'm not gonna take your badgering because of this. My boss told me that I should be respected. That I'm doing an honest thing by calling people and getting paid $10 the hour for my boss.
So
So
you're doing on the third person. So let's say if it's with only you, you know what I mean? Like on a third person, I get it.
If I was the one buying the property,
Yeah.
okay. So let's say I'm the investor.
Okay.
So I'm the investor. Okay. Hey, so and then it goes ring ring. Are you looking to buy your property? You're like, oh, of course, sir. Again, I went online and I saw this information on Zillow. And yeah, I'm trying to take 20 minutes of my time to call you to see if we can make something work. And he says, yeah, perfect. Well, you know what? I am an investor. Again, I don't buy properties to live in there. Again, I'm trying to buy a rental in that area. What's the story? And he's like, well, I don't like to work with slime ball investors. Well, again, you don't even know me, sir. But again, I wish that you were raised differently as far as calling people names before you even talk to them. Now, are you telling me that if I write a check for 100,000, you're gonna say, "Oh no, f you, slime ball investor"? Because if you are, then it sounds like I should end the call already. You know what I mean? And again, if you are the investor as well, you know what? Hey, my wife tells me, Mr. Seller, that again, sometimes I'm a pushover that I need to change my ways. So I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. If you want to be an asshole, maybe I should hang up and then maybe you should call somebody that did you wrong and call him an asshole. Because you're calling me names again, that's not the way that I'm not gonna give a check to somebody that calls me names, no matter how beautiful the property is.
All right, I got you. I got you.
And then you continue. So is this over, sir? So I can cut my check in pieces, or should we continue?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the way that you can do it on your personal, on yourself. Yeah, my wife tells me, bring your wife, your partner, your friend, They tell me that I'm too much of a nice guy, and people take advantage of you because the way you talk so softly and so nice. But again, at one moment, sir, it has to stop. And again, I'm not gonna take you this badger and me calling me names. Again, no matter how beautiful your house is, I'm gonna have self-respect and tell you to go fuck off. Again, that's the way people rarely people go through life and they get stomped by that type of response from somebody. Rarely. So that's going to be the pattern interrupt that you're going to be, wait a second, this guy's a little bit different. Let me pump my brakes because now I was put in my place. Because yeah, he didn't ask for move. Why would you put a property on for sale by owner with your phone number and then expect people not to call you? And if you say you were an investor, yeah, Mr. X. Again, I have my personal house, but I also got a 401k that has 300,000 in it. Again, I'm not gonna let the bank work my money for me. I'm gonna buy another rental. And it sounds like your area is a nice area, but again, it sounds like maybe you have bad neighbors. Because based on the way you're treating me, I'm pretty sure they don't like you.
All right.
Again, you're being nice, and you're just crossing the T's and dotting the I's. It's true. If he's an asshole of a person, you think those neighbors are gonna be nice to him? No, of course not.
No.
So that's the way that you call out people that are assholes to you. Again, you have your number online. I'm calling you. If you say you're an investor, yes, perfect. I'm trying to buy this property now, of course, not for myself. Again, I already have one, but maybe I'll buy it as an investment and put my sister in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I get the benefits of being an investment, the write-offs. But my sister gets a real good rental, and then she can get Section 8 on it. That's the way of being an investor. Remember, try to stay away from being a big-time investor, because again, big-time investors, people don't like big-time investors because they think they're gonna get properties at a really low price, and the seller's gonna lose out on some cash.
All right, I got you.
So yeah, again, that'll give you a good, more or less, guidance, Mac, as far as how to negotiate, how to talk to people that if you're calling on your behalf.
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other questions, guys? As far as, and again, any other things that you have ran into as far as when usually most people are scared of the call because they're scared of the asshole seller. Is it gonna happen? Yes. Is it gonna happen often? Probably not. You get those more when you're doing cold calls, but Zillow leads, again, there are people raising their hand. And if you get an asshole like that, you call them on it. Again, you think I'm gonna write a $170,000 check to your ass? No, sir. Again, no matter if it's a beautiful house, no matter if I'm getting the deal a lifetime, Shit, I'd rather go to the casino and drop that there and take my chances of losing or winning there. I'm not gonna buy your property, especially when you talking to me like this. And that's one of the things that Claude Diamond, one in his whole trainings did. He's like, yeah, are you telling me that I should rip this check out? Because I'm not. Again, I don't like to do business with asshole people that call me names, and then you wait for his response. If he's still being an asshole, well, it sounds like I'm gonna take my check and maybe give it to another person. And I wish you the best. I'm again, if he calls you names, well, go fuck yourself off. Go fuck yourself off. How many times, sir? You irritate him, and then you hang up. Simple as that.
So, hey Ace, are you saying like if I had matched his energy, I could have probably like gotten a deal. I could probably save that instead of it just ended
Call
the
him
phone
again.
call.
Call him again. Yeah, definitely. I would have definitely kept on the call. But you can call him again. How many times do people remember numbers out of the blue? I don't remember. I have probably some calls that I don't even know what. Like, and even if you called me like 3 days ago, I wouldn't know. Call him again. Hey, are you selling that property on Main Street? Yeah, perfect. Well, again, and switch it up.
Right?
You know what I mean,
You
Henry?
say don't sound like a big time investor. So if I don't see it because his name wasn't there, just his number. So just when I call him or when I call anyone, don't sound like a big time investor. How do I start off the call then?
Remember, these people are put their name on Zillow, put their info on Zillow. Just call them. Hey, I'm calling you on that property that you have on Zillow. It's still available. Simple as that.
Okay,
You're not
perfect.
saying you're an
All right,
investor,
all right.
and he says you're interested in buying it. Oh, of course. Again, I'm taking 20 minutes of my day today to call you. Is it still available? I will call him again. Call this guy again. You know what I mean?
All right.
And say your name. Do you have a last name, or what's your last name, Henry?
Henry.
And your first name?
Curl.
I don't know how you called him when you spoke to him. Hey, it's Corell, or this is Henry, or this is Mr. James. Anything, just to get him back on the phone. And if I was you, try again that same way that we rebutted when you worked for a buyer. Hey,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. I'm calling that Main Street. Again, I work for this investor locally. He's looking to buy more rentals, and then he says, "Well, I don't like to work with slime ball investors." Oh, definitely. My boss says that he doesn't like to work with slime ball sellers either. But it doesn't sound like you're one, or are you one? You know
All right.
what I
Okay.
mean?
I
Test
got you.
yourself. Test yourself with what you learn right now, and put yourself in the same situation to see how you react,
Okay. I got you, Ace.
and record it.
All right.
Record it to see how you react. If you're like, it's like when you practice at the field, at the practice, and then you actually go and take pictures from it and an actual.
Mhm.
This guy spends all of this and not practicing it. The good thing is like you have a second chance to practice the same seller and see how you react.
All right. I got you.
Definitely, man. Any other questions?
No, that was it. That's all I got, man. Thank you.
Definitely, Henry. So yeah, again, I get sometimes asshole people like that, but you gotta be able to again play it to where it works for you, benefits you for you, but call them on it. I don't want to talk to investors that are or to buyers that are assholes, or us either. Again, I'm not gonna write a check to an asshole seller. You think I'm gonna write shit? I don't even like to give money to my wife when she's a bitch to me. You think I'm gonna give you money? You make it live. Like, yeah, some wives are bitches, and you don't want to. Again, you have to deal with them because you got to live with them, and sometimes it's cheaper to keep her. So again, if I don't give money to my wife when she's an asshole, you think I'm gonna give you money when you're an asshole? No, sir, not me. Maybe there's other assholes or other slime ball investors out there that will, but not I, say the pig. So yeah, that's what I would do. Remember, all this little leads, people are raising their hand, so there's no reason for them to be assholes to you. So if they're assholes to you, you'll be assholes to them. Now, cold calls is different because you're calling them out of the blue. But if they're assholes to you, well, my boss told me to call you again, Mr. X. Not to be rude with you. Again, I get paid $10 the hour. After take home, I probably get like $6 per hour. I'm not gonna take your attitude as far as being mean to me. Like I told you, my boss told me to call you. But again, if you're not interested or you're gonna keep on badgering me like this, he tells me, hey, Henry, if they're being assholes to you, tell them You're not gonna take people being assholes to you, and again, in the call if they don't want interest in selling it. Period. Move on. So you see, that's the way that you have to maneuver between a silo lead, and a cold caller. They're different, but again, you gotta have the skills to be able to jump either way. You jump when someone's an asshole in Zillow, and you jump how somebody's an asshole with a cold call.
All right, I got you.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, consistent. Again, I don't know how many silo leads you get. What's called a day or a week, but call them, especially when you what's it called? You're trying to practice. First, call us Henry, then call us Mike, then call us this. Again, I don't think he's gonna save your number.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You know what I mean?
Now,
Right.
But if he does, who cares? I was like, oh, I recalled you. I don't know, man. I called like 60 properties within the last 3 days.
the letters are not going out.
Right.
So what did we talk about last time that we spoke?
Set it up with our next Friday.
You know what I mean?
We got
Yeah, I got you.
And then you go from there.
I have to put you in the system. I thought I had you in the system already, but I don't have.
But yeah, any other questions, Henry? As far as, are you just doing what's called? Are you just doing Silo leads?
I'm doing the Zillow leads right now. I did a little bit of cold calling. I pulled a list off of PropStream like I told you the last time. I did not record that though. I will record that, but I felt it was a little bit easier to do the Zillow leads, the FISBO. It was just this guy, it was just this guy. And this was like the one call that I actually remember to this one was one call that I remember to record, because I keep going back and forth, like, putting them into the REI reply, putting the number, then going and like clicking record and stuff like that. So I just gotta like keep doing it. Like you said, repetition. So once I keep doing it, everything will start flowing a little bit better. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And again, call them again. Call them again. Like, call your leads again. Especially if you think, you know what, I can do better on the second call, call them again and try to see, you know what, this time he gave me this price. Let's see if I can use this type of technique and get a lower price. You know what I mean? Because you already know that he's interested and that he's a good guy as far as. But now let me see if I can do price anchoring on this guy, and then see how he reacts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the best way to practice. Again, you already have a guy that said yes, and you have a price. But you know what? I recorded the call, but I didn't use this technique. Let me call him again as a new person, and let me see if I can price anchor him differently, and maybe he gives me a better price. If I can bring out more pain of why he's selling, etc., etc.
All right, I got you.
And then if he says, hey, you already called him, you know what, Mr. Egg, I'm so apologize. I probably called like 70 houses from Zillow because I'm trying to get a house for my sister. So again, if I called you again, what did we talk about? Did we come to an agreement? And you know how to think fast on your feet when he tells you already called me.
All right.
But yeah, do the cold calls do the cold calls. Don't, again, remember, you don't know, maybe the first cold call is the deal for you.
Do 3 hours like me. I'm gonna do 3 hours tomorrow.
If you don't do it during the week, do 3 hours. But again,
3 hours straight, Meg?
Yeah, I learned that from Arturo.
I've done 3 hours. Remember, why are we doing this?
To make money today.
Yeah. But again, you can make money. You can go to 9 to 5 and make money. You can clock in on Monday, you clock out on Friday, you get cash. But why are we putting ourselves to getting cussed at, getting this and that? Why?
To be better.
To make more money. I want to make more money. I don't want to make the 9 to 5 money. I want to make the investor money. Well, it takes more than the 9 to 5 work ethic to make the investor money. It takes you to raise your hand when most people don't, and maybe get a nail in your hand when most people don't. So that's why I do it. That's why I sit my ass down for 3 hours. And of course, what happens when I make more money? My wife, I feel proud of myself. But again, if I get my wife a gift out of the blue, she feels proud of me. And then if I take my daughter to a nice place to have dinner, to have a birthday party, then I feel good for myself. And then of course I'm showing up myself. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing 3 hours. Remember, guys, I used to work for, I don't know if you ever guys work for DirecTV. I used to work for DirecTV on the inbound queue for people that were disputing charges. And the thing was, it was 10-hour shift with 1 hour off.
Holy crap.
So, and that's constant. I remember DirecTV is a national company, so you're talking about constant. And we were the Spanish bank. There's not all the Spanish calls were down to our location. So I was doing that shit for 4 hours straight, or 3 hours and a half straight with a 15-minute break, and then go back into it. And I was getting paid $7.25 an hour. Why would I not do it for this? Why? Because I want to get more money. If I already did it once, I can do it again. If you tell me that if you walk through this field and there's gonna be a nail that you're gonna get in your foot, but after you get that nail in your foot, down the road you're gonna have to get a $30,000 check. He's like, well, I can probably buy an antibiotic for that nail in my foot, but 30K, shit, I'm willing to do that all day.
I just love your analogies, bro.
But it's true, right? You would do it, right? You would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Mm.
Shit, you tell me there's 30K on that side, but I gotta get a nail in my foot. I was watching The Outsider yesterday. It's a Yakuza, Japanese mafia. How they cut their fingers off as
Yeah.
a show of respect when you fuck up. Shit, but that means that you don't die. If I cut my finger off, that apologizes to the boss, and he doesn't kill me. Shit, it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna be alive next time. So those are the little things. How you gotta be able to use psychological things or therapy to be able to make you overcome the things that you're scared of.
Hey, Arturo.
Go ahead, Ern.
Yeah, wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the Get Upside app?
The Get Outside?
Get Upside app.
No. What is that?
It save you 15% on your gas. I was trying to tell you before you was getting gas, you could have downloaded that app and you could probably save yourself 12 to 15% per gallon.
Oh, definitely.
And you get cash back on it. You get cash back. It loads up into your account every time you get gas. That percentage loads up into your account, and after a while, you have so much built up into your account from the savings that you receive. It's pretty
Okay. Yeah, I just saw the link right now. Yeah, definitely. I spend probably like $150 a week, a little bit more in my car for gas. I'll definitely.
I get those savings.
Yeah, I just saw the app. I'll download it later on today. I appreciate it.
Yeah. One more thing. I want to ask you about, you know how you used to do your marketing, you probably still do, how you tag gas stations and stuff with your advertisement and stuff like that. How's that working for you? Is that works pretty well for you?
Yeah, I get calls from gas pumps. Again, one of the things that so I don't change my number, right? I have everything's under the same number. Like here's the stickers right there.
Got you.
So I don't change my number. With the way that I track my marketing, of course, there's ways you can change different numbers to track your marketing. But again, the easiest way, when they call you, perfect. Well, sir, what did you get? Where did you see our number? And I tag it. I put sticker, or I put bandit sign, or I put SMS, or I put a SMS lien notice, or driving for dollars. Yeah, it works. Trust me. Ask yourself, if you tag all the Circle K's or all, I don't know what gas stations are you're in, all the gas stations consistently, people are gonna see it. How many times do you look at the pump? Every single day. How many times a day do you look at the pump, or a week? At least I look at least 4 times during the week.
Yeah.
So anyway, in the restroom, when you go to the restroom, put it in the restroom.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, they call you, because they call me, because I used to put it in the Watermill Express people, like when you for the water, purified water.
Yeah.
Hey, stop putting signs. You know, I apologize. I'm just the answering company, but again, I can get your email and I can forward it to him.
Got you. Now, where do you get your stickers from? Huh? Where do you get them from?
Vistaprint.
Vistaprint? Okay.
Yeah. I think I bought for like 600 stickers. No, probably. Yeah. I think it was like $20 for 600 stickers.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's gold.
It is.
That's gold. That's gold, because that's cheap as shit. You're literally talking about a tenth of a penny or less to get your word out there.
That's pretty powerful.
You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent on it. It's just a matter of accumulation of. Remember, I have different strategies. So if I can get 5 deals from bandit signs, 5 deals from stickers, 5 deals from county searches, 5 deals from what's it called, probate attorneys, 5 deals from online SEO, 5 deals from Facebook, 5 deals from referrals. Again, that's all I need. Even if I get 1 deal,
Yeah.
if I have 6 strategies to get deals, and I get 1 deal per,
Yeah.
my average assignment fee is like around 17K, 18K.
Mm-hmm.
That's close to what, around $300,000-$400,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Now,
make it. But
now, as far as developing a relationship that you have with these probate attorneys, how do you go about that?
the same way, so I call. I call them. I call on behalf of my boss. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
again, this is part of knowing your county. So
Yeah.
when people record probate documents at county level, they have to have it has to have the attorney. Probate has to be done through an attorney. So the attorney's name is there. So you wait. Let's say you get an older one from 3 years ago, a document that shows that attorney X helped out family A to divest property C. So
Gotcha.
you call him, hey, is this hey, Mr. Ornelas or Mr. X? Yes, Mr. You know what? I'm a friend of James. No, you know the names of the people. James
Yeah.
James is a cousin of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You remember them? He's like, not really. Well, you helped them out with a property on 1 Street Main Street a couple of years ago. He's like, oh yeah, I did. Well, you know what? I was telling him, I ran into him last weekend, and I told him that again, I'm working with an investment buyer for the valley, for where I'm at, and he didn't know that. And I know sometimes you have issues as far as divesting the properties, because again, most of these properties are bad with condition wise. But again, my boss has around 300K usually on an average quarter to buy properties. If you have anything that you're trying to sell to help the family, we can definitely do that. Again, if you have anything, just let me know, and I'll patch it over to my boss. And if it makes sense, you present the offer to the sellers, and if they buy it, again, you get to get paid when you get that property sold, and we get a property.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? Who's your boss? Oh, my boss is Mike Garza. He's a local
Mm-hmm.
investor. But again, if you have, again, you can get my number down. I have my email, etc. If he doesn't have anything that day, perfect. Call it back in a month. Hey, you know what, Mr. X, Mr. Attorney X, hey, I'm just checking in. I hope you had a nice weekend, etc. Again, crazy how the Cowboys are winning. Is there anything you have right now that might make sense for my boss to see it? Again, we don't buy everything, but at least give me an address and you'll see it.
Yeah.
And then remember, you do that for like 20 attorneys in your area,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you consistently call them. It's a call. It's not a text. Maybe the first, because remember, you might actually run it, because sometimes it has their cell phone number,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it has the office number.
Got you.
Now
Gotcha.
remember, if you call the secretary,
Mm-hmm.
he might not pass you the property.
I know.
He
I
might
know.
not. But again, you tell him, hey, yeah, this is Aaron. I'm calling on that property on the probate property on Main Street. And he's like, well, who are you? I'm Aaron. I'm interested in the property, or etc. He's like, well, you know what? I can't patch you in. Well, let him know that again. I think he sold it to my boss, and there's an issue with the property. There's an issue when the words for an attorney, it says issue. Those are trigger words. Like, oh, what do you mean? Did I fuck up?
Yeah. Right.
He's
Right.
like, and then when he answers the phone, what's the issue? Well, the issue is that my investor buyer didn't buy it.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't make commission on this. Remember,
Yeah.
you tell the probate attorney, or you tell everybody, why are you so persistent? Well, Mr. X, I get paid 9 to 5, probably $10 the hour, but if I can get my investor buyer a property, and get a bonus of 1,000.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it from the bottom of my heart to be a nice guy. No, I got that $1,000. I already have it spent. I'm gonna buy
Right.
this, and I'm gonna buy this, and all this, and I might pay my taxes. I don't know if I have
Right.
it.
Right.
So you're
Right.
not doing it for. This is what I hate. People say I do it for the good of my heart. That's bullshit. If you do it to do it for the good of your heart, you wouldn't charge. You will get the seller you will get the seller everything, and you won't get anything. You won't get an assignment. So you don't do it
Yeah.
for the good of your heart. You do it because
Yeah.
you want to get paid. And
That's
if you
right.
honest like that to a seller, he's like, why are you calling me so much? Well, like I was telling you before, I get paid $9 to $5, $10. But if I can convince you and convince my boss to buy this property, I get a bonus.
Right.
You know how much I can buy with $1,000, man, right now with COVID and everything. Shit, $1,000 can go a long way. And again,
I
my
know.
daughter's been telling me that she wants this nice toy. But I tell her it's $400. And again, $400 I don't have. But if I can convince you, and I can use the Kirky. If I can convince you, man, maybe buy you a couple of drinks, and then I can make
Yeah.
my boss and get him a couple of drinks to buy the property, and I get
Hmm.
$1,000.
Right, right,
That's
right.
why I'm so persistent, man. Not,
Okay.
not because I'm nice-hearted and I wanna, it's because I wanna get paid. Um,
Do you
that's,
do you ever do you ever partner up with estate planners? You know, as far as you know, is the people who do the estate sales and stuff like that. You ever partner up with them?
no, I don't. One of the strategies that I do use is I am a notary public.
Okay.
So this hospice, there's hospice and there's senior living areas.
Yeah.
What I do, I have my notary stamp, my notary, and I go in there. You know what? I'm a local notary public, and I'm actually do free notary stamp for senior citizens. If there's any
Okay.
issues, again, you can do it. I'll come back here. I'll notarize it. Guess what? When you notarize it, you'll see what they're notarizing. People that
Right.
are in hospices and people that are in senior living areas, if they're gonna be notarizing something, it's because it's most likely gonna be a transaction with their original house.
Yeah.
So guess what? Now in you're at
Yeah.
the
That's pretty good.
before you even they get recorded, you're seeing what they're recording. You
How
asking
did
for
you
the right.
become a Republican a notary? A notary.
It's on. How did I reply? A Republican? I'm conservative as shit. Uh, but for the notary stamp,
Half.
just go online, become a notary. You pay you,
Yeah.
you you pay a bond. I think it's like $100, and that should last. Again, I think they run your background check. I've been a notary since I was a lender.
Okay.
Talking about 9 years ago when I became notary. But I think it's $100 every 2 years, $150, I think, every 2 years, every 3 or 4 years, and you become a notary. But remember, you're doing it for free. Go to the hospice areas, go to the adult senior living areas, go to the hospitals. You mean there? Well, what are you doing here? Yeah, again, I'm not selling you anything. I want to give you my notary stamp for free. How much is notary stamp? Usually $20. I'm providing a service for free. If you're on YouTube, if you have a Facebook, put it on Facebook. Hey, for
Yeah.
nowadays, for senior citizens, for veterans, what's it called, for hospice patients,
That's pretty
anybody.
powerful. That's pretty powerful,
Yeah, it
Arturo.
is.
It
It
is.
is. It
It
is.
is.
I got in Houston,
Yeah.
and they call you, and
I like that.
you just drop it off. Become a notary stamp guy, and then you just get it there.
And you now you kind of broke up a little bit when you were saying where you go to become one.
You go Google it,
Okay.
become a notary stamp, a notary public, and then put your state, and it'll tell you
Okay.
what you. It's a quick application. It doesn't take you no more than 30 minutes to fill it out. And then you
Okay.
print it out. Some of them you can pay online with a credit
Okay.
card, and they'll submit your paperwork. And if you pass the background, they'll send you the notary stamp.
Okay.
Just
Perfect.
you keep it, keep the records, because again, they don't audit you. Again, thank God I haven't gotten audited. But they do an audit. Make sure you get the right signatures, and you notate the address, the type of document, the date, etc. You don't
Right.
cut corners, because you don't
Right.
want to cut corners. Because again, if you get
Right.
a deal from if you get a 30K deal from a notary stamp, you want to do it again. You don't want something that's
Right.
gonna be able to cut that leg off.
Right. Got you.
That you what's it called? You cut
Yeah.
corners.
Well, I'm glad I got to this call today. I really am. This is very helpful.
Yeah, man. And again, stickers are not expensive. Getting a notary stamp, it's $100, and then just literally going to Vistaprint, printing free notary services for VA, senior citizens, etc. Call me. If it's
Yeah.
free, they're gonna call you.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gonna drop it off at the hospice. And every single 2 weeks, go drive by. Hey, I came back last week. Again, here's my card. If anything happens, again, hope you guys have a good day.
Right.
You just do it consistently. The probate,
Right.
you call the attorney every 2 weeks. Hey, Mr. Attorney X. Again, I'm just calling you. Did you get anything that you want to run by my boss? Again, I think he has like around 200K now left, because the quarters it's halfway in there. Do you have anything that you want to show him? And he doesn't need to know anything, he just needs to know the address. Again, nothing invasive. We don't have to sign anything. Just give me the address and he knows his stuff. He's a smart guy.
So how many deals are you closing a month, Arturo?
Again, here in my area, shit, title takes a long ass motherfucking time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna average around 27 deals this year.
Okay, that's all right. That's not bad.
So if my average fee is like 18K, 18, 17K, so 27 times 18K, that's close to $500,000
That's all right.
in fees, and I have a 10% expense rate. So I'm probably, and of course I have the taxes, I'll probably net around 283. And just doing this again, I don't want to be a big business. I don't want to. And again, that's not even counting the ones that I keep.
Yeah.
The ones that I increase my net worth by keeping property.
The cash flow, yeah.
And the cash flow, and the equity that I gain on this property.
Yeah, that's all right.
So again, I've been doing that on average. That's been my average goal, 3 to 5 a year, and just getting at least 5 to 7 properties under myself to be able to wrap or etc.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's all right.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, my guys. Any other questions before we wrap it up for the day?
Well, it's been very helpful for me.
I appreciate it, Aaron. But yeah, Vaughn, do that as far as the Section 8 to get your buyers, and again, keep the ball rolling. Again, Henry, do that call again. Again, practice. Now I'm Henry. Now I'm Mike. Now I'm James. Now I'm John. Again, practice the same guy. Practice the same guy until you master it. Maybe you might even get the deal from that guy. If you match him his energy being an asshole, you know what? Okay, checkmate. I won this much.
All right, I got you. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
All right, guys. Enjoy your
All
weekend. Again, don't leave things for tomorrow that you can do today, and stay safe.
Thanks,
okay.
bro. Thank you.
All right, you too, Arturo.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thanks.
Likewise.
Mm-hmm.